And we have all kind of conversations.
Yeah, boom. And
I mean,
right
it was between classes. That's where we were.
Yeah.
Between classes, or before classes, I worked at the Black Culture Center. You know, like I said, I was part of PCPC, so it was family. Any problems I had, I could talk to AD, I could talk to Dr. Redmond, you know, whatever. I typed all my, I did all my work there. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was pecking. I didn't know how to type. I was pecking my papers on the secretary's computer. Yeah. Yeah, we was pecking papers, and they taught us, you know, even a lot of the stuff I didn't know in the class, people was teaching me there how to deal with the class. You know what I'm saying? So it was a family environment. Like right now, I come over here often. You'd be hard pressed to see a lot of black folks just here on a regular. You know, you have everybody else utilizing this except us, unless the students work here or the organizations are having a meeting here or something like that. But somehow we lost that bond, that familiar bond, that communal bond. That, you know what, you know, we need each other right now. We need each other more than ever. Just because it's 2010 and we got a black president, no. You know, right now on the surface, we need each other, and we don't have that. We really don't have that, and we got to get. I was telling him, it's up to us more so than you all to get it. You know, because if you're a young man, and you don't know something, you don't know you don't know. You understand what I'm saying? You walking around, and it's just like if I had something on my nose, I wouldn't get it off until somebody make it aware of it and say, you got this, hey, do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. So a lot of students walking around, and they are not privy to how to make it and be successful, not only in the university, but in the world. But it's up to us to say, you know what? You know, let's talk, young brother. Sure. And then we need to have, I think we need to have more, not more parties, not more, but more things going on that's conducive to building. You know, if we had something over here, you know, every so often, and we may have food or whatever to entice people to come in, but just to have that bond, you know, we can get you all, so we can help you all make it out here, man, because, you know, it's a different time and world, so we all need support.
I think one part that, I guess, one of several things that play a part in the evolution of, I guess, the disconnect is more political things and more, I guess, accessibility. Like, I guess maybe back in the day you may not have a chance to live off campus, or you want to have a Facebook that makes you readily available to everybody, or I guess more organizations where you feel it's more political, where you can't join because you don't have the qualifications, or you want to be Greek and you have to hang around these certain people. Those type of things I think have just fostered this into a whole community, a whole, I guess, unconsciousness where you don't feel like you can always hang out with these certain people because you are trying to attain these goals. For example, being Greek or organizations, or you don't see them as cool people, or they're not popular enough, or things like that always seem to find a way to get in the way.
Mm-hmm. Wow. You said a mouthful. It's overcoming that. I think it's just the key, understanding that you can still be your own person and make your own decisions, but not let being Greek, not let who's cool, who's not cool, run who you are. You all come here to get the same thing, a degree from the University of Tennessee. That process is going to look different for everybody. But still, for instance, when I look over my college career, what was more important than a formal education was those informal conversations and discussions that I had with people. Mm-hmm. Just those times when you felt homesick, when you were hungry, and you had a friend, y'all might have $5 to between y'all to last, and y'all made it stretch, and just how you made it stretch. Those are the things you're going to value. So if you wanted my advice, it would be look past what people say you supposed to do and do what's true to you. Because in the end, that's what's going to mean the most. You can look back and you can say, I did what I felt, what I believed in, what I knew I was raised to do. And that's what's going to mean the most, not who's cool and who's not. Because I guarantee that won't make a difference next year who's cool. It won't make a difference in the fall, next semester who's cool.
And I think more now it's not just you all. I see it amongst people my age and a little bit older, younger than me. I see a sense of insecurity. It's a lot of people who are very insecure and not self-assured. You know, so you see a lot of little games. You know, I know what you're talking about, the political games. Because I have this on my chest, I am this and you are this. Or I walk around with a suit on and I'm this, or I got a title, you know, because a lot of us are caught up in titles, and I am such and such and such and such, and this fancy word, so I am better, you know. So to me, and I see it a lot in a lot of young males, black males. It's a lot of insecurity, and I don't know who I am really. You know, when I get through all that, man, I don't have a clue. You know, I'm just putting on face because I don't want you to see the real me. The real me is scared. The real me is not sure, and that's okay. But, you know, the problem, again, is my people, my generation, I work with kids, I tell them, the kids are not the problem, we are the problem. You know what I'm saying? It's my job as an adult to correct you. It's not a child's job to correct itself. Now, there are children who know and do right, but a lot of children are going to do what you allow them to do. Same thing with college or with anything else. You know, in all worlds, you have rules. And, you know, once you follow those rules, once you master them, you tend to have it easier. Like UT, there are certain things you just got to do to graduate. You do them, you're going to get there. And if you utilize, like, again, there for you all, it's a lot of access, but there's no reason why nobody should be graduating. You got free tutoring. Right. You got a state-of-the-art building. Not only you got tutoring, you have different things to do it. Like I'm talking to him, he talking to me. We don't know, so we just, like I said, we got $250, he got $250, and we just making the best meal we can make, as opposed to somebody preparing the meal for us and we eating, you know. And that's really a big difference as to the then and now. I think, you know, we have to get back to teaching, you know, like what we're doing right now. It's all, if 2 of us are doing it and we got 100 people doing it, that's going to affect 1,000 folks up in here, and that's pretty much the black population.
That's it. Do you think you have to add, Brodrick?
No.
This is.
Y'all have like any closing words that y'all think just some student out there just might need to know that y'all have to tell them?
Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Closed mouth don't get fed. They taught me, the first thing they taught me when they said, if you want to know something, better ask somebody. We should say that all the time. Better ask somebody. Anytime you don't know something, somebody's in you. God doesn't leave you alone. There's no such thing as being alone. I understand when people say I'm lonely or I'm alone. You're never alone. You're never alone. Somebody walk past you every day. You know, a stranger could be an angel in disguise, but you don't know until you open your mouth.
I just want to say, you know, my personal quote, which is Frederick Douglass: "Without struggle, there is no progress." Don't get comfortable. Because when you get comfortable, you get lazy. When you get lazy, you don't do anything. And when you turn around, you have the same thing you had last year. You ain't doing nothing. And you wasted a year of your life. Appreciate it, guys.
All right, well, thank you. This has been a non-class interview.
Yeah, y'all wanted what you wanted.